150 Wilson Avenue, Rising Star Wrestling Menace. This is your main event tonight, all for the Rising Star All-Star Championship.
The story has been told time and again. There is always a monster hiding in the closet, under the bed, in the shadows, lurking and waiting to strike. The Menace, Leo Canedo, bided his time, has claimed blood for the Rising Star All-Star Championship. One more time around with CJ Tino, a match that has happened countless times here in San Diego, and a match that has spilled countless liters of blood, sweat, and tears. I don't know who the victor is going to be, Remy Morgan, the Shady King himself, but I know I don't think there's going to be a survivor at the end of the night.
You talk about the legend of these two men going at it, but tonight, this is how legends are made. First title defense for this man right here, Mr. 551, the New Japan Strong Survivor, none other than CJ Tino. And again, when it comes to these men, 2 wins apiece. 2 wins when it comes to the Menace, Leo Canedo, 2 wins when it comes to CJ Tino. And we head into our rubber match. So much history between these 2 competitors.
Not only that, Chase, as the entire building sings along with his theme song, and Remy, you were right on the money. This is not just a survivor. It's not just any survivor. This is the New Japan Strong Survivor. The difference between that and Leo Canedo, the Menace, is that gold was on the line every time. And there is plenty of ill will, bad blood, you name it, they've got it.
Leo Canedo, the Menace, as always, showing absolutely no fear, standing across the ring, getting right in the face, eye to eye with Mr. CJ Tino.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is a singles match semi-final rumble. And it is for the Rising Star Wrestling All-Star Championship. This match will have a special stipulation of a 30-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest, senior official Chad Rico.
Always good to see Chad here in the compound.
Introducing first, to my right, the challenger, weighing in 230 pounds, the Menace, Leo to my left, from Boston, Massachusetts, Mr. 551, the Deadlift King, your New Japan Strong
You talk about strong survivors. Well, tonight Tino has to be just that, a survivor against a man like that, Leo Canedo, the Menace.
Gold on the line is not an unfamiliar situation for these 2 men.
No, sir.
There's been plenty on the line when they have wrestled before and they pulled out all the stops. They spared no expense to make sure the other felt as much pain as possible.
You know, Barry Sweeney, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I have seen the Menace, Leo Canedo, go from, you know, a small, awkward kid to turn into this beast over time. Every time he gets in the ring, he seems to get meaner and stronger and nastier. And this is going to be a real test for CJ Tino.
Not just a test, not just for the very first title defense of the Rising Star All-Star Championship, but also a test of his merit, a test of his grit and determination. A lot has changed since these two locked horns last. New Japan Strong Survivor isn't just a title, it is a mindset, and it is an evolution in Mr. 551's game.
And now a headlock here from Leo Canedo. Again, the Menace looking to take it early in this contest, but no, CJ Tino. Oh, just getting hit with a brick wall.
The accelerated speed benefiting both these men. Beautiful hip toss into a quick cover. Into a beautiful headlock takeover as well.
These two know each other in the ring as well as two competitors possibly can. This matchup might come down to who can get the last laugh, who can get maybe a little bit of a lucky break.
Luck is going to be that intangible required. Luck is going to be what the champion needs to retain his title. Luck is going to be what for the challenger, which could change the rankings here at Rising Star. And this can be over before it even starts. Look, look, look.
Only a 2 count there. CJ Tino staring a hole into Leo Canedo, letting him know, I'm not the man who used to face years ago. No, I am the New Japan Strong Survivor. I am Mr. 551, and I am the All-Star Champion.
CJ Tino telling him it was literally that close to being over already. I've got your number.
But now just ground and pound offense from the Menace himself.
5 fingers to Mr. 551's face. Meanwhile, picking up the speed here. And the tail of the tape might not favor Mr. 551 CJ Tino, but it certainly benefits his agility. Oh. As well as that lucha libre style skill. And a beautiful drop kick to boot.
Picture perfect, right on the money, but only a 2 count.
CJ Tino's got the Menace reeling early in this matchup. I didn't have this one booked like that.
And on top of that, you have the San Diego faithful, the Rising Star faithful here at the Primal Compound, where he has called home for so long. Meanwhile, the Menace looking to exert his vengeance as well as a measure of absolution to win this title.
But eating a mule kick from CJ Tino, now muscling himself up to the top rope is Mr. 551. Cross body! No!
Leo Canedo with the Mark Henry roll through.
And the Mark Henry strength. Look at this fireman's carry.
Wow.
No!
Able to get him into a fireman's carry, but now CJ Tino able to fight it out, hitting the ropes, into a springboard chop.
CJ Tino going to the well one too many times.
No, my goodness, Olympic slam!
Military press courtesy of the... Oh my God, he's out. Oh my God. What a senton.
Gross senton, almost a snap senton from Leo Canedo.
Starting to roll here.
Remy, you're absolutely right. When Leo Canedo gets on a roll, it's not just his opponent that is in the risk of paying for it. It's everybody in that building. He is one of the most dangerous men in professional wrestling.
Oh, now just biting him.
Sinking teeth into the scalp.
As you talk about how nasty he can be, he starts biting holes in the forehead of CJ Tino.
God, this early in a match, that's going to do damage to the head of CJ Tino, and now potentially looking for the patented low kick from Canedo himself.
Right to the solar plexus, center of the chest, knocking all the wind out of the deadlift king. This crowd wants blood, they want glory, because they know there is gold at the end of this rainbow here for either of these men to come out the victor tonight.
We know Leo Canedo is no short of taking gold from CJ Tino, and he's looking to do just that tonight. But now find out from under him, the heart of fire is none other than Mr. 551, who walks straight into a lariat.
Short arm, high intensity, high velocity, fastball right down the middle.
Guys, this is where we see the Menace Leo Canedo at his most dangerous. When he's in control, when he can stalk his opponent, and when he can just kind of exert his will and do whatever he wants to do to his opponent and just start wearing him down.
Exerting his will, he is.
Remy Chase, right on the money here. He's like a velociraptor. He is a stalker predator. He's the kind of guy who will let his opponent tire themselves out and then pick the scraps. Case in point, cruelty at the edge of that knife.
What a devastating Euro, and now just putting his hand up to look to see if the crowd can find any sort of offense in CJ Tino.
There is no other word for it. CJ Tino just being stalked right now by the Menace Leo Canedo.
Wrenching crossface, middle of the ring, with the arm trapped as well. A precarious position to find yourself in, no matter who you are, but especially for a Rising Star All-Star champion.
Look at the strain on Tino's muscles. That is locked in deep, but now able to shift his hips into the cover, but only a 2 count.
Leo Canedo might be in trouble here. CJ Tino showing signs of life.
He's able to block that lariat one more time now, potentially looking for a backslide.
But all the leverage on Leo Canedo. No, reversed by CJ Tino into that quick small package.
No, nobody home there for that small package. And now picking the leg is CJ Tino.
Imawari roll.
Leo Canedo rolling here, literally.
Oh, what power from that kick. Just sending Tino straight to the apron.
Dangerous position to be in. Perhaps CJ Tino sizing up that DDT maneuver we've seen countless times before. Gets it!
Right on the money,
CJ
spiking.
Tino, if he can get into a cover here, this matchup might be over.
Can he muster the strength to cover the Menace? But no, the Menace is already reeling.
It's not enough just to pin this guy or submit him. He's like the shape Michael Myers. He just keeps getting up. You're gonna have to kill Leo Canedo to put him down. And CJ Tino is looking to do just that tonight.
We talk about win, CJ win tonight. It's kill, CJ kill, and he's got to take down the monstrous Menace of San Diego, Leo Canedo. But now patented 5-5-1 drop kicks, pillar to post.
CJ Tino throwing everything he has at the Menace here, going for that cover.
Teardrop suplex.
It's not often you see strain on the face of the Menace. And as you listen to the Rising Star faithful here in our main event, because we nearly need an elbow pad, all the same, dangerous position to be in for the Menace, especially when CJ gets on a roll.
Maybe looking for that Everest German. He can end that within seconds. But no, Leo Canedo had it scouted, as he knows. Oh, career rivalry between these two. They know the ins and outs of each other, and now just giving him a rolling forearm is CJ Tino. Oh, basement kick for the Menace himself.
Signature Leo Canedo. And now we're about to see more of that strength. Picture perfect bridge, and he's not done yet.
A kip up from it, and now suplex driver just stalling it for all.
Nothing going on the Falcon Arrow. This match continues here in our main event.
Very Sweeney Chase. How in the world did CJ Tino kick out of that?
We've seen that combination of devastating moves from Leo Canedo before. That's not new. But the velocity, the strength, and the perfection on that bridge, on that roll through, everything is firing on all of the cylinders for Leo Canedo.
Leo Canedo showing why he is the Menace, why he's the monster tonight on full display. Now muscling Tino up, potentially looking for a last ride.
Takes the legs, look at that Boston Crab. He knows what time it is.
Can he turn it over?
From the north end to south end, it's about time for a crab. No.
Leo Canedo just too big, too powerful, too wide shoulder.
Oh, able to transition into another one of his own.
Blast from the past from CJ Tino. That stretch muffler locked all the way in. And look at the strength, the leverage of the shoulders, of the knee. Everything is not in Leo Canedo's favor.
Tying Leo Canedo up like a pretzel. I don't think I've ever seen Canedo in this kind of predicament, and now just reaching for the ropes is this monster.
Leo Canedo made it to the ropes somehow, but has the damage already been done?
Not on the outside is where we often see him drive-by drop kick, and we don't often see that intensity from CJ Tino as well, demanding the move. Pointing at us now, what's the good plan?
CJ Tino with that springboard clothesline, got a 2.5 count out of it.
Devastating, dangerous maneuver that could have taken both these men out, but all that torque, all that force force and velocity on the springboard as well could have saved Leo Canedo's hide.
Wasn't able to get all of it, and that keeps Leo Canedo in the game. Again, this is your main event, all for the Rising Star All-Star Championship. It's either going to be Mr. 551 or the Menace walking out tonight on their 2 feet.
The wrist tape is off, and so are the gloves.
This means so much to both these competitors, and what a slap.
Look at the smile on the face of CJ Tino. That is not a look we often see from him.
The ferocity of Mr. 551, the violence they are steeped in. It means everything. It means the world for this championship, for this opportunity. And Leo Canedo to capitalize.
Wow, what a heel kick. Nobody there for that step-up enziguri. Now getting him into a fireman's carry position is Leo Canedo. Wow!
Right into a flosion for the fireman's carry. No!
What innovative offense from this monster!
CJ Tino again finding some way to kick out. The frustration now clearly starting to set in on the Menace.
Again, there's a gas tank on Tino like no other, and the Menace knows just that.
Remy, you've known both these men for so long. Like you said, you saw Leo Canedo come up from a baseball-loving kid to the Menace, the maniac that he is today. What is it going to take for him to come away? Especially with CJ Tino in form that we've never seen before.
Both of these guys here have taken themselves to a new level. I've never seen this side of CJ Tino. I've never seen this side of the Menace. Both of these men fighting like everything matters.
Tino wants the best. He wants nothing but top challengers. And Leo Canedo is showing that tonight. He is not only the top, but one of the best.
Oh! And rising like the Menace often did into those drop kicks once again. The ferocity of CJ Tino is unparalleled. Look at this!
Uh-oh. Springboard cutter out of nowhere!
Not done yet. Yokes him up. Last ride. It'll be coming. Isn't gonna happen.
See you later, Mr. 551.
New champ. New champ.
Such heart on display from Tino himself. But Tino looking a little hurt. Might be that knee there, really clutching on that left knee. I don't know if it was from that last ride, if it was from that springboard, maybe an awkward landing. But Mr. 551's in a bad way right now.
Like we said, both of these guys throwing absolutely everything they have in their arsenal at each other.
Muscling him up to the top rope is the Menace. Disrespectful slap.
Whatever Leo Canedo has planned, nothing good will come of this. Victory or defeat, this is only going to serve to injure both these men already in such a dangerous position.
Oh my goodness. What a superplex. It almost looked like Leo Canedo wasn't going to get all of it, but shifts his hips, and instead, with a crash landing, goes CJ Tino.
Call it a superplex, call it a super brain buster, whatever you want. Now Leo Canedo up to the top row, perhaps.
It's not somewhere we see Leo normally go. What could he have planned here?
Potentially looking for that moonsault, but
Wait a
instead,
second!
what the fuck? Holy! He's back on his feet! There it is!
On one friggin' knee, chaos theory!
No!
What in the? How did that? There's no way he kicked out of that!
Nobody has kicked out of that move here at Rising Star. My goodness!
What in the world are we witnessing here? Nobody has ever kicked out of that before.
It's all over but the crying folks. Both these men down. One man only has to make it up for that 10 count. And again, you're looking at your main event for the Rising Star All-Star Championship.
There has to be a victor, Chase. There has to be a victor, Remy. There has to be someone to answer the call, because there is a championship on the line, the All-Star Championship.
15 minutes left.
And we're only halfway through this match.
At the 8 count. At the 9 count, and now both men able to roll out of the ring and keep it alive.
Just Barely. Desperation, Remy, setting in here.
You know, we know it's not the kind of champion that CJ Tino is, but if he would have just stayed in the ring for the 10 count, he would have retained the title.
And you're right on the money, Remy. That's not the kind of champion he is. That's not the kind of fighter he is. He's looking to spill how much blood it takes to get a victory here tonight and retain that title. And you hear the sudden blows between both these men.
Was able to talk to CJ Tino in the back, and he said a win tonight is not the only thing he wants. He will not stop until this Menace cannot walk out of here on his own attrition. He wants to put down the Menace, Leo Canedo. And my goodness, with the offense we're seeing, only one man is walking out on their feet after this contest.
I'm not convinced either one of these men is going to be able to leave on their own feet, regardless of the outcome of this match.
Oh, step up Enziguri on the apron from CJ Tino.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
German!
Folded him in half on the apron!
What?
Get back in the ring, please, please, please get back in the ring.
Devastating maneuver. Might have just grounded Canedo for good. And now getting the adulation from the crowd is Mr. 551, looking to hopefully still be Mr. 561 and keep that 10 pounds of glory around his waist.
Dangerous, dangerous position to be in. This is Leo Canedo's territory. I don't care how much damage he's taken. The outside is a dangerous place to be, and Leo Canedo could be baiting him right for the kill right now.
Calling his shot is Mr. CJ Tino. Back of the head, he might be out on his feet, folks.
No way. If he hits this, it's over.
Tombstone pile driver.
New champ, that's it. What's it gonna take? What the hell is it gonna take?
Waking up from a nightmare is CJ Tino, keeping it alive, keeping his championship dreams alive on his first title defense. Wow, what heart from both of these competitors. What a match.
Leo first back to his feet, looking to inflict that pain once again, sizing up another, no! Quick roll up!
Roll up doesn't cut it for Mr. 551. He wants the Boston Crab.
He could have rolled him into it last time. Can he get it this time? Can he get him all the way over? Can he step through?
Kick in the back and able to cinch it in.
Middle of the ring, nowhere to go for the Menace. I can't name a time this man has ever submitted. I can't name a time this man has ever given up.
Leo Canedo fighting, crawling, scraping his way to the rope. CJ Tino resetting. Wait a second.
Going in deeper and now.
Tamer!
There it is!
Submission victory for Mr. 551! The Menace has given up!
And still, Mr. 561 as he puts that 10 pounds of glory, the Rising Star All-Star Championship around his waist. Because not only did he walk out tonight, still champion, but also as a Menace Slayer. Finally, putting down the monster for good.
Hold on, no.
Uh-oh. A sign of respect.
I don't believe this. I don't think I've ever seen a kind gesture from Leo Canedo in my life.
One last ride between these two, and what a match to cap it off. Was 2-2 walking in, now is 3-2 for Mr. 551. Thank you, Leo Canedo, indeed. This has been Rising Star All-Star Menace. We hope that you enjoyed the action tonight. We thank you for tuning in. I have been Chase Mansfield. He has been Barry Sweeney. He has been Remy Morgan. We thank you for tuning in tonight.
Thank you.